watching out for you. This is Storm Team 8.
And here comes the snow. If you were watching Daybreak this morning, Terry was telling you it was on its way, and we saw that changeover just slightly before 8 o'clock this morning, and now the radar is filled with blue. The thing about this snow is it's not very heavy and not forecast to be very heavy. But what you'll notice if you look out the window in Grand Rapids, I just took a peek out the window here on Heritage Hill downtown, is that because of the wind, makes the snow look like it's coming down really hard because it reduces the visibility due to those snowflakes and the fact that they're a little bit bigger in size. But the snow today not forecast to be too heavy. You can see it is coming down just about everywhere, though. Kalamazoo over to Galesburg along Interstate 94 to Battle Creek. There still could be some slick spots on the roadways as well, and I do anticipate the snow is going to continue through the afternoon. Wind advisory in effect for all of the counties you see shaded in beige, the entire viewing area. That's through 9 p.m. tonight. It looks like the winds will start to taper off a bit towards sunset just after 6 o'clock, but so far National Weather Service planning on holding that advisory through 9 p.m. Air temp now is 33 in Grand Rapids. We were 44 degrees this morning at 3 o'clock in Grand Rapids, so we've already lost 11 from there. 34 in Kalamazoo. The snow that's falling is sticking, but many of those roadways just warm enough that they are wet. Still take it easy out there. Latest wind gusts, these are out of the south and west. 31 miles an hour at the Ford Airport in Grand Rapids, 39 in Holland, same thing in Muskegon. Muskegon-Glurl site, they actually hit 48 miles an hour a couple hours ago. South Haven was up around 46. Wind chills therefore holding in the low 20s, and that's really where we're going to spend most of the afternoon with the cooler temps now in place and those winds expected to be sustained anywhere from, say, 25 to 35 miles an hour out of the southwest. Even at 6 o'clock, the gustiness of the winds after sunset will tend to diminish. Notice those air temps at 6 o'clock right around 32 degrees. I can't rule out a couple slick spots on the roadways. Even some of the side roads where you see the heavier snow along the lakeshore could be snow covered in some cases, because look at this, by midnight we're down into the upper 20s in the Grand Rapids area, close to 30 along the Lake Michigan shoreline. Look what happens to the snow, though. Here we go to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we really see it diminish in not only the intensity, the colors of blue are much lighter, but also the coverage really just hugging the Lake Michigan shoreline. I think most of this snow tapers off as we head into the late morning time frame, and this computer model even indicating a little bit of sunshine. That's not too far-fetched. I certainly think inland areas have a chance to see that tomorrow. 32 degrees at 6 o'clock, and the winds won't be nearly as strong. So here's a look at the snowfall forecast. This starts at 1 o'clock, and we're going to run it to 7 o'clock. Notice the numbers, they're increasing everywhere, but we're looking at a ½ an inch to about 1.5 inches. I could see a couple higher amounts. I'm going to run it all the way into tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when I really think a lot of the accumulating snow will be over. We're really looking at 1 to 3 inch amounts. I can't completely rule out an isolated higher amount if we see a little bit of a lake band trying to get going north of South Haven along the Lake Michigan shoreline. Here's the 8-day forecast. Dry most of tomorrow afternoon. Plenty of sunshine here on Wednesday. 40 degrees. Good day to make a snowman on Wednesday. Thursday, though, another Alberta Clipper system is going to roll through, and that gives us a chance for snow area-wide, Brett and Emily. And then we're looking at some lake effect into the weekend.
We got a reported picture of a huge snowman. I don't know how they did it, because I tried to on Friday and it wouldn't
exactly.
stick.
You know what, it took a little bit of effort, but I'm guessing they probably took the shovel and dumped it on top. No way you could pick up those big, huge balls of snow.
Right.
Thank you, Laura.